Good afternoon, everyone. It's so nice to see such a full house. Thank you. We would ask at this time if you are able to please stand for the singing of our national anthem.
I'm going to echo what Gina said. Thank you for being with us today. It's wonderful to see such a lovely crowd out there. By the way, the Star Spangled Banner, there's a smaller group of us who are available if you are a civic group or another organization that would like us to come and sing at any one of your events. Let us know. We'd be happy to do so. We even have these cool little blue shirts we can wear to make ourselves uniform. Welcome to Broadway, classics, and all that jazz. Just a moment on housekeeping. If you have a cell phone, please set it to vibrate or silence it. Feel free to take pictures. That's fine. In fact, if you want to share them on your Facebook page and broadcast this, that's even better. Restrooms are in the back. There's some upstairs. And while you'll notice there's doorways here, we ask that we respect the building and confine ourselves to the theater only. They don't want us wandering through the building, as tempting as it is to go see this lovely renovated facility. It's my honor and privilege to introduce our wonderful director, who we happen to share with our sister group, the Bristol Brass and Wind Ensemble. Rich Theriault eats, sleeps, and breathes music. His passion for his craft and the joy he gets from sharing that passion is inspiring. He reminds us weekly that we have to feel the emotion of the song we are singing, and we hope that we can show him today that we got that message. Our program includes his credentials, so I won't repeat them here, but I will just say how very blessed we are to be led by and be learning from this incredible director, a man who has kept the music playing in our community for decades. Ladies and gentlemen, our director, Rich Theriault. And now we're going to open our show with Let the River Run, which was written for the 1988 movie Working Girl, starring Melanie Griffith and Harrison Ford. At the time, it was the first song created entirely by one artist to win an Oscar, a Golden Globe, and a Grammy. Carly Simon has described the song as a hymn to New York and an anthem with a jungle beat. In her words, "Let all the dreamers wake the nation." Please enjoy.
coming to the edge, running on the water, 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 water running on the water, water running on the water.
Ain't a That Good News was written by noted composer William Levi Dawson. Dawson was born in 1899 in Alabama and ran away from home at the young age of 13 to study music. As a pre-college student at Tuskegee Institute, now a university, he paid his tuition by being a music librarian and doing manual labor for the agricultural department. He participated in band, choir, and orchestra, all while composing music. This particular piece, written in 1967 and based on the Bible verse from 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8, is an American Negro spiritual. Some ask why this song and others in this genre have not been reclassified to a more updated term like African American spiritual. Researchers in this area say the term African Negro spiritual speaks to the history, the suffering, and the hope, and the resolve of the people who were able to sing through their suffering and tell and retell their heroic stories of triumph and survival through song. It is a story and a history that hopefully will never be forgotten. And while the songs were born out of a very dark period in our American history, these songs are now sung, celebrated, and revered all around the world. Please enjoy this song of hope and perseverance.
I got a crown up into the kingdom, ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? I got a crown up into the kingdom, ain't that good news? I'm gonna lay down this world, gonna shoulder up on my cross, gonna take it home to my Jesus, ain't that good news? Good news.
I got a heart walking into the kingdom, ain't that good news?
Ain't that good news?
I got a heart walking into the kingdom, ain't that good news?
Ain't that good news?
I'm gonna lay down
We found ourselves without an assistant director prior to the beginning of our spring season rehearsals, and we wondered if maybe we might persuade our very talented assistant accompanist, an accomplished choral director in her own right, to assume a dual role. Words cannot express how pleased we are that she agreed to do so. The Rich and Roberta team has added a new level of energy and excitement to the chorale. Our next piece is Let There Be Music, under the direction of Roberta Verbila.
Africa was written by Toto member David Peich and Jeff Porcaro and was on the band's 1982 album, Toto 4. The initial concept came from Paich, who finished the melody and lyrics in just 10 minutes. He said, "I sang the chorus out as you hear it. It was like God channeling it. I thought, I'm talented, but I'm not that talented. Something just happened here." Paich said that the song is about a man's love for the continent Africa rather than a personal romance. At the time he wrote the song, he had never been to Africa and was inspired by watching a documentary depicting the African plight that both moved and appalled him. The song has been covered by other bands, used in TV shows, movies, and commercials. Africa became one of Toto's best-selling songs, and it is almost impossible not to belt out that chorus. So if you were moved to do so, sing along.
We've been practicing that. Sit, stand, sit, stand. The emotional power of music is one of its greatest gifts. It has the ability to evoke strong reactions and to express feelings that cannot be put into words. Featured in the 1982 movie Best Friends, starring Burt Reynolds and Goldie Hawn, the song "How Do You Keep the Music Playing" is no exception. The lyrics and melody can move listeners to tears or fill them with joy. Some may interpret the lyrics as a call to cherish the present moment. Others may see them as an expression of longing for past relationships. Still others may view the lyrics as a reminder to appreciate the music that keeps our lives alive. The song's uplifting messages, emotional power, and cultural significance make it a timeless classic. This is How Do You Keep the Music Playing?
Playing. How do you make it last? How do you keep the song from fading too fast? How do you lose yourself to someone and never lose your way? How do you not run out of new things to say?
And since we know we're always changing, how can it be the same? And tell me how year after year you're sure your heart will fall apart each time you hear her name.
For
Before I introduce our next song, I want to remind you that we will be taking a brief intermission, and this will be your last opportunity to purchase basket raffle tickets and 50/50 tickets. I want to thank our choir for generously donating money towards the baskets and to Helen Hahn for creating them. Take 5, performed by the Dave Brubeck Quartet, was written by legendary saxophonist Paul Desmond, who just happens to be an idol of our director, Rich. Rich Theriault, we are thrilled that he will be doing a saxophone solo during this number. Take 5 came out on the album Time Out, which spent 164 weeks on the Billboard 200 in 1959 and was the first jazz LP to sell 1 million copies. While Desmond came up with the melody, it was drummer Joe Morello who came up with the groove. Morello was bored playing 4/4 time, so he started working with uneven time signatures for a change of pace. Take 5 became a jazz standard that inspired other 5/4 themes, such as the song Mission Impossible. Take 5 became such a part of the American vernacular that in the 1960s, it was used as the theme song for NBC's Today Show. Relax and listen to the groove of Take 5.
Busy day, take the time out to see.
Welcome back. We will give you the raffle ticket winners shortly. The 2017 movie, The Greatest Showman, tells the story of 19th century showman P.T. Barnum and his circus of human marvels, who he abandons at some point in favor of his fascination with the Swedish nightingale, opera singer Jenny Lind. Though they are feeling pretty miserable that their careers are probably over, the human oddities decide to stand up for themselves and fight back against the local mobs who continue to torment them. This Is Me is an anthem of self-acceptance and the emotional heart of the film. We hope you enjoy This Is Me.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious.
When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown 'em out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat of drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hit my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through everything, we are warriors, and that's what we've become. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown 'em out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. This is me. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown 'em out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. This is me.
Beauty and the Beast from the 1991 Disney movie of the same name was first recorded by Angela Lansbury, who voiced the character of Mrs. Potts, an enchanted teapot. The legendary Lansbury was initially hesitant to record Beauty and the Beast because she felt that it was not suitable for her aging singing voice, but ultimately completed the song in a single take. The song was subsequently recorded as a pop duet by Celine Dion and Peabo Bryson and released as the only single from the film's soundtrack. The Disney studio initially recruited just Celine Dion to record the radio-friendly version in order to promote the film. However, the studio was concerned that this newcomer would not attract enough audience in the United States on her own, so they hired the more prominent Peabo Bryson to be her duet partner. This Broadway-style ballad essentially describes the relationship between its two main characters, Belle and the Beast, specifically how the couple has learned to accept their differences and change each other for the better. The song lyrics imply that the feeling of love is as timeless and ageless as a tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be.
Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly.
Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared, Beauty and the Beast. Ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, and ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, and ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong.
Certain as the sun,
Certain as the sun,
rising in the east.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme,
Beauty and the Beast.
On behalf of the Board of Directors and the entire membership of the Bristol Chorale, I'd like to thank you all for being with us this afternoon. I was going to ask the board members to stand, but they closed the curtain. So, as I stand here right now, I feel my predecessor and friend on one shoulder telling me what I shouldn't forget to say, but my husband on this shoulder telling me that there's too much talking and not enough singing. So I'm going to do my best to please them both. And to Dawn, who could not be here with us today, but will hear this when she watches Nutmeg TV when they release the YouTube recording, we miss you, we love you, and we're all praying for you. A concert like this requires so much support. I'd like to thank all the volunteers for the front of house tasks that we cannot do while singing on concert day. We are grateful for our patrons, sponsors, and friends who help us offset our costs. Many of them are listed in your program, and we encourage you to patronize their businesses if possible. A special thank you to D'Amato Downs for their generous contribution that has helped us allow to perform here and show off their amazing work on this building. To all of you in the audience, thank you. We are thrilled to have such a great turnout today, and we hope you're enjoying the show so far. Thank you to all the, that's okay. We thank all the musicians who have given their time and talents to add just that something extra to our performance. This stage, this theater, holds a significant place in the history of our community. I personally danced on this stage 60 years ago with the Lena Giasciol School of Dance. I'm sure there's probably people out there who did the same. Countless community groups have used this venue, from the annual Veterans Day ceremony to the swearing in of government officials to Bristol civic theater shows, and of course, school-related musical performances, to name just a few. The efforts of a very focused and dedicated group of individuals under the leadership and vision of former Mayor Ellen Zappo led to the preservation of this theater and our opportunity to stand on this stage today. Its restoration for the continued use for the arts in Bristol is something we should all be very proud of. Just this week, the Rockwell Theater received an Award of Merit from Preservation Connecticut for the revitalization of a significant building that returned a cherished emblem of Bristol's past to its former prominence. I know that Ellen is here today to support us, as are many members of the original task force and former councilmen and women who came here today to experience the very thing that they worked so diligently to achieve, and that we are so very, very proud of to be a part of, a community group utilizing the Rockwell Theater for a concert. So if you'll forgive me, I'm going to exercise a point of personal privilege. I'm going to ask Ellen and all of those involved from the beginning if they would stand and be recognized. I don't know, can we have house lights to... Some up there, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And Ellen's mom is here too. She's one of our biggest supporters. She put on Facebook she never misses one of our shows, so thank you for that. I spoke about Rich and Roberta earlier, but there's just not enough words to express how grateful we are for their guidance and leadership this season. We have learned so much, and we've had so much fun in the process. The excitement and electricity leading up to today can only be attributed to the two of them, and we thank them both. And now my husband's voice is getting louder in my ear, so I'm going to close by telling you we welcome new members. In fact, we have 7 new members this season, and a few of them were our soloists, so we're very, very proud of that. No auditions are necessary. We rehearse on Monday evenings. We generally do 2 concerts a year. We occasionally do off things I mentioned earlier with our little blue shirts. We'll be at the Bristol Blues baseball games at least 3 times this summer, I think. But if you don't want to join us, we hope that you will please, please, please continue to support us. So, it is a chorale tradition for our assistant director to assemble and rehearse a small group of singers to perform at our concerts. This next song follows that tradition and perfectly fits with the title of our show. Ain't Misbehavin' was written in 1929 as the opening number for the all-black musical revue titled Connie's Hot Chocolates. It was so successful that it soon moved to Broadway. In 1978, Ain't Misbehavin' was back on Broadway, used as the title of a musical about the Harlem Renaissance that ran for 1,604 performances and won 3 Tony Awards. Fats Waller re-recorded the song with vocals in 1943 for the film Stormy Weather. That recording received the Grammy Hall of Fame Award in 1984 and was one of 50 recordings selected for inclusion in the National Recording Registry by the Library of Congress in 2004. Broadway classic. Ain't Misbehavin' has resurfaced many times over the years and has been interpreted by many jazz artists, placing it solidly in the all that jazz category. Please enjoy Ain't Misbehavin'.
No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf.
Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love. I'm saving my love all for you. I know for certain the one I love, I'm through with hurting, it's just you I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you.
Like Jack Horner in a corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care?
Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you.
Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in a corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care?
Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, I don't stay out late.
lost my light. If Music Be the Food of Love sets to music a poem by Colonel Henry Heveningham, who took the famous opening line of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, "If music be the food of love, play on," and developed it into an expression of love. Shakespeare's character is talking about the way that being in love, especially unrequited love, makes you want to listen to music and take solace in it. It was believed that music was a tangible force that had the power to magnify and enhance your emotions. It was quite literally food for the soul. Love was seen as the emotion most susceptible to this, making music the food of love. The romantic style of this arrangement is lush, expressive, and perfectly fashioned for the lyrics.
Rich will introduce what's about to happen next. Or not. I don't know.
He's going to get Bertha.
He's going to get what?
I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. We are having a good time up here. Well, we're going to do an old-fashioned jazz jam session right now. I got some guys from the band here, and we're going to play something called Things Ain't What They Used to Be. This is a Duke Ellington song. We're going to start with a walking bass. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Don Doucette on bass, and Dave Brutes on drums. Mr. Greg Hahn on trumpet. Mr. Paul Mason on trombone.
When the Great Potato Famine caused a massive influx of Irish immigrants to the East Coast of the United States, they had a difficult time finding jobs. What became available to them were dirty or dangerous jobs that nobody else wanted, often in the fire and police departments of large cities. Many died in the performance of their duty, and traditionally, bagpipes were played at their funerals. The mournful and haunting sound of the pipes allowed for a release of emotions and memories that were so often held back, but so necessary to begin the healing process. Before long, families and friends of firefighters and policemen of other ancestry and backgrounds were requesting that a piper play for their fallen heroes as well. The pipes brought dignity and a special solemn air to the ceremony, as well as a unity to the department. On October 12, 2022, the Bristol Police Department and the residents of our city experienced an unthinkable tragedy. Lieutenant Dustin DeMonte and Sergeant Alex Hamsey were killed, and Officer Alec Iarato was injured after responding to what they thought was a routine domestic violence call. Instead, it was an ambush. The community rallied around the department with an outpouring of sympathy and compassion that continues today. Featuring Elizabeth Wilson from the Police Pipes and Drums of Waterbury, the Bristol Chorale proudly honors the members of the Bristol Police Department, the fallen officers, and the heroism of Officer Iarato with this performance of Amazing Grace.
I just want to say what a pleasure it's been to be able to perform here in this wonderful hall. Isn't it beautiful? It's just a fabulous place. And the chorale, as long as the Bristol Brass and Winds, hope to have many more performances in this hall to be able to celebrate the Rockwell auditorium. I shouldn't say auditorium, it's a theater, and it's just so beautiful. I'm just so happy for the choir and all the members and how well they have done, and I want to congratulate them on a great performance tonight. Thank you. And I'd like to recognize our Roberta, our assistant director, and my wife Jane, who played piano so wonderfully. And I'd like to have all the members of the board to please stand up. They have worked so hard to make this concert possible. And I think I'm so happy. I'm pretty sure he's here that Ken and Mary Lou Ferris are here, and Ken has made such a legacy with this choir. It's great to have you here, Ken. Thank you. Okay, our last, oh, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to introduce this. I'm going back to my baton.
Trying to cut in on my time there. While we're talking about Ken Ferris, I'd also like to let you all know that there's another opportunity for some great music. On Thursday, May 25th at 7:30 at the Hartford Bushnell, the Travelers Chorale is putting on their spring show under the direction of Ken Ferris. This is a free concert, so if you are available, they will make some beautiful music as well. We had the awesome opportunity to perform with them on the Bushnell stage in December, and they're a top-notch choir, so if you have the time and you were able to go, please do so. So our last song, Irving Berlin was an American composer and lyricist. His music forms a large part of the Great American Songbook. He wrote hundreds of songs which made him famous before reaching the age of 30. During his 60-year career, he wrote an estimated 1,500 songs, including the scores for 20 original Broadway shows, 15 original Hollywood films, and his songs reached the top of the charts 25 times. He was nominated for multiple Academy and Tony Awards and received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Composer George Gershwin called Irving Berlin the greatest songwriter that has ever lived. Composer Jerome Kern stated that Irving Berlin has no place in American music. He is American music. Our final selection, Irving Berlin's America, highlights some of his most popular songs. We start with There's No Business Like Show Business from the 1954 movie, followed by Alexander's Ragtime Band, which sparked an international dance craze, on to Putting on the Ritz from the 1930 movie that was notably the first song in film to be sung by an interracial ensemble. Next, The Cheerful Blue Skies, composed in 1926 as a last-minute addition to the Rodgers and Hart musical, Betsy, which was such a hit with audiences on opening night, they demanded 24 encores of that song. We are not doing 24 encores. The finale is from Berlin's Broadway musical and 1943 film, This is the Army, starring some people you may have heard of, Ronald Reagan and Kate Smith, singing God Bless America. Thank you so much for coming out. We truly, truly appreciate your support.
Everything about it is appealing.
meet her and oh, honey, let me take you to Alexander's grandstand, brass band. Ain't you coming along? Come on here, Alexander's ragtime band. Come on here, it's the best band in the land. They can play a bugle call like you never heard before. So natural that you want to go to war. That's just
Starting 2 measures before 2:45. Pay attention, man.